Hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in today.
In this video, I'm going to share my personal journey of overcoming depression, a topic that resonates with many of us, especially in challenging times. Understanding how to combat feelings of sadness and find motivation is crucial for our mental health, and I hope to provide you with valuable insights and tools that can help you. If you find this content helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel and turning on notifications so you won't miss any future videos.
Let's dive in. Unlocking the secret: how I defeated my depression. In late 2019, I began to feel depressed as I was spending too much time digging into climate change.
This situation worsened when the pandemic hit, and I started to explore the economic consequences that it would impose on the world.
I found myself grappling with issues like motivation, and particularly, my mood. I experienced heightened anger for many months.
However, recently, things have been improving significantly. Today, I want to share how I managed to overcome my depression, which boils down to 3 key elements. But first, a quick disclaimer. I am not a licensed therapist, just a regular person on the internet sharing my personal experience.
The type of depression I experienced wasn't particularly severe, and if you feel
you need genuine help, I encourage you to consult a licensed professional. The first significant step I took was to embrace what I like to call the world's healthiest drug. What do I mean by this? Imagine there exists a drug that could energize you, enhance your happiness throughout the day, instill a sense of accomplishment, improve your sleep, bolster your confidence, and elevate your self-esteem, all with minimal negative side effects.
If such a remedy were available, wouldn't you want to take it daily? Well, it does exist, and it's known as exercising. Working out is a powerful keystone habit, meaning that by sticking to it, you'll likely adopt numerous other beneficial habits, including healthier eating, which collectively boost
your overall sense of well-being.
Of course, I understand many of you might be thinking, but gyms are closed.
That's totally valid.
However, you can improvise.
Get a pull-up bar, throw some textbooks into a backpack, and follow a home workout routine. There are plenty of excellent routines available online for free, many of which don't even require equipment.
Personally, I recommend checking out Jeff Nippert's channel. He truly knows his stuff.
But the crucial part is to determine what you'll be doing during your workouts and to physically write down when and where you'll begin. For example, I plan to do Jeff's back routine tomorrow at 1 p.m. in my living room.
The second vital action I took to overcome my depression was to intentionally reach out to more people. I don't just mean sending messages, I mean engaging in genuine conversations over the phone.
Many of my childhood friends have been attempting to build businesses from home with all the extra free time, and I've been chatting with them daily, trying to lend a hand. This is essential because having deep, meaningful conversations fosters a sense of fulfillment and serves as a healthy outlet for relieving stress. We all are under increased stress these days due to the current global situation, which often drives us toward unhealthy coping mechanisms like drinking or smoking.
Instead, it's far healthier to cope by connecting socially. So, pick up the
phone and reach out to those you care about, especially those you haven't spoken to in a while. I know some of you may feel hesitant because you don't want to intrude on others, but I've discovered that people are generally more receptive nowadays, as we all experience a heightened sense of loneliness.
Now, some of you might be thinking, well, I don't have that many close friends. I can't just keep calling the same person every day.
That's a valid point, and typically, I would suggest meeting new people. However, due to the current global situation, that isn't feasible.
Fortunately, there's an alternative solution. We have developed an online community with hundreds of members on Discord. We host
weekly events like book clubs, improv classes, debates, game nights, and much more, all for just $10 per month.
I want to emphasize a very important point. None of this money goes to me.
We are redistributing the monthly donations back to the individuals in the server who are hosting the events, allowing for even more activities to take place. Our goal is to have something happening every single day, ensuring that regardless of your schedule, you can find people to engage in deep and meaningful interactions with.
The reason this isn't free is simply that I believe in a concept called skin in the game. People tend to take things more seriously when they have something at stake. There's less trolling on the server, and users are generally more mature. You can learn more about our community by checking out our Patreon page, which I will link to in the description box below.
Now, the third thing that helped me overcome my depression was finding hope.
You need to genuinely believe that the future will be better. In order to feel better. This was something I struggled with a lot last year.
My obsession with climate change led me to become a doomer. I was convinced that we only had a couple of years left before things got really dire, and this took a toll on my mental health.
I found myself indulging in destructive habits. More often because I thought,
what's the point of maintaining perfect health when there's no future?
Now, I am sure most of you aren't battling thoughts of the apocalypse,
but you're probably still concerned about your financial future, your family, the meaning of it all, and similar issues.
In that case, here's a way for you to find hope. You need to find or tell yourself a story that's believable, and then actively engage with it. I know this might be a bit hard to digest, so let me give you an example. I was able to find hope by convincing myself that the apocalypse wasn't a foregone conclusion. I stumbled upon a project that seems like it could be a viable solution to climate change, and the more I researched it, the stronger my belief in this story became. With that belief, I began to gain more hope. I took this a step further by actively participating in this story. I am currently in the process of interviewing the lead researcher to raise awareness about this entire project. The realization that my actions could make a difference has provided me with even more hope and a profound sense of purpose. Now, I have something to fight for, and you need to find something similar. You need a narrative that you can believe in and take part in. It doesn't have to be as dramatic as saving the world from an apocalypse. It could be something simple, like working on yourself or your business to improve your financial situation so that you can support your loved ones.
That's a common story many people have. You often see athletes working tirelessly so they can buy their mother a home, freeing her from the burden of work.
Stories about
saving loved ones from future suffering are incredibly powerful.
If you're struggling to figure out what kind of story to tell yourself, I suggest checking out a video on the different forms of purpose in life, which I will link to in the description box below. If you can come up with a story that aligns with one of the 9 forms of purpose I cover in that video, you should be able to find a lot more hope. Alternatively, one of the best ways to spark hope is by working on a skill and observing your progress. This gives you hope that you'll be able to utilize that skill to thrive in the future. This episode has been brought to you with the support of a fantastic online learning community, giving you access to thousands of classes on topics ranging from copywriting to animation. Speaking of animation, I know many of you have been curious about how we create these videos. If you want to learn precisely how some of our artists do this, check out the beginner-friendly course on animation for illustration. This course will introduce you to many of the techniques we use for our videos. The platform is offering access to their premium membership for the first 1,000 people who click on the link in the description box below. After that, it's only around $10 a month, which is incredibly affordable compared to the costs of in-person classes. I hope this video has been helpful. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in our future videos.